Hello guys and welcome to a new video. So on today's video I'm going to show you how you can use aircrack-ng to crack WPA2 networks and find their password. So aircrack-ng is one of the most popular tools when it comes to trying to crack a specific wireless network and find its password. And aircrack-ng is not only one tool, but it's actually kind of like a set of tools that combined can make it possible to crack the WPA2 password. And the tools are mainly used in the field of penetration testing, so please don't use it for any illegal purposes. It's actually very easy and simple to work with aircrack-ng tools. You just need to make sure that you understand the general idea behind it, and the rest is simply just a few commands. So please follow with me in this video and everything will be very simple and clear. So now I hope that I got you excited to start using aircrack-ng and trying to crack a WPA2 password, and let's get into the interesting stuff. So aircrack-ng comes pre-installed on Kali Linux, but if you don't have it installed on your machine, you can simply use apt to install it. So simply sudo apt install aircrack-ng, and as you can see here, I have already have it installed in the newest version. And now after making sure that aircrack-ng is installed on your system, it's important to make sure that the wireless interface supports monitor mode, and to that we can use ifconfig utility and iwconfig. So let's use iwconfig to list different interfaces on the system. So iwconfig, and as you can see here, my wireless interface is WLP2S0. Now your wireless interface might have a different name like WLAN0 or any different name, but it's probably WLP or WLAN, that kind of names. So now we have the name of the wireless interface, and to check if this interface supports monitor mode, it's first important to deactivate this interface using ifconfig and then running the trying to turn on the monitor mode on. So to make it easy, simply start with sudo ifconfig and then the name of the wireless interface, in my case WPL2S0, and then down. And now it's deactivated. And to turn the monitor mode on and to simply test if there is a monitor mode, we can use iwconfig again. So sudo iwconfig WP2S0 mode monitor. And as you can see here, I didn't get any error, and this means that my wireless interface does support monitor mode. But if in your case, if you get any error, that might mean that your wireless interface doesn't support the monitor mode. So in that case, you can use another laptop or PC with another wireless interface, or you can simply buy or use any external wireless interface like Alpha USB Wi-Fi adapter, or simply any other adapter that supports monitor mode. It doesn't really matter which brand it is, as long as it simply supports monitor mode. So now if I use iwconfig again, you can see here the mode is monitor, and now we're like 100% sure that the wireless interface is on monitor mode. And just in case you want to go back to the normal wireless mode, you can simply use iwconfig again. So sudo iwconfig WLP2S0 mode managed. And now we're simply back to the normal mode, or like the default settings. At the beginning we deactivated the wireless interface, so now it's important to activate it again. So sudo ifconfig WLP2S0 up. And now we're simply done with this in this step, and we were able to check that the wireless interface supports monitor mode. So let's clear here the output. So I hope this wasn't confusing, and let's go further with the next steps and the real interesting steps. So first thing first, it's important to make sure that there are no other processes using the wireless interface that might interfere and cause any problem. So to do that, you can use aircrack-ng to make sure that all other processes are killed. So sudo aircrack-ng check kill. As you can see here, killing these processes and the names and the PID of the processes. In my case, it was WPA supplicant, and now all these processes are killed, and we are kind of like we have the wireless interface fully prepared. So again, let's clear the output. So now, since my wireless interface supports monitor mode, I can simply use aircrack-ng to turn on the monitor mode for me. So sudo aircrack-ng start WLP2S0. and now airmon-ng turned on the monitor mode for me. And now this is very important because as you can see here, the name of my wireless interface is changed. It was like WLP2S0 and now it's WLP2S0 mon at the end. So the word mon is added, or monitor simply. So airmon actually changed the name of the wireless interface and added the word mon to the end of it. So from now on, I'm going to use that name with mon. So let's again clear the output. So airmon-ng turned on the monitor mode for me, and now it's possible to capture the wireless traffic in the air close to me or near me, and to see the different networks close to me. So to do that, I can simply use aerodump-ng. So sudo aerodump-ng WLP2S0 and now mon, and now we can simply you see all different networks close to the wireless interface or close to the laptop or PC. So let's run that command, and now as you can see here, these are all the different networks near me, and my wireless network or my wireless access point is called my access point, and this is the one that I'm going to try to crack. And it's important to copy all the different settings here, like the channel name or the CH and the PSS ID, because they are very important and we're going to use them in the next steps. And now this is one of the most important steps during this process, which is simply capturing the handshake. And to do that, we can use aerodump-ng and all the settings that we have copied from the previous step. So the full command is something like this. So sudo aerodump-ng and then the option C, which was called in the previous step CH or the channel, and then PSS ID. It was also called in the previous step PSS ID. Now here the option W, where this is going to be the output file name prefix that will contain the handshake. So now aerodump-ng will create different files, but the most important one is handshake.cap. So this is like the output file that we're going to save the handshake in, and then at the end the wireless interface. So let's run this command, and now I can wait until a client connects to the networks, and in that case I can simply capture the handshake. But to speed up the process, we can simply use airplay-ng in a different command line or a different terminal, airplay-ng is simply another tool from aircrack-ng to deauthenticate clients, and then the clients will try to connect to the network again, and then in that case we will be able to capture the handshake a bit faster. So instead of just waiting for someone to connect, we force them to disconnect and then to connect again, and then we will be able to capture the handshake. So let's leave this terminal here running, and let's open another terminal, and let's try to deauthenticate the clients. So now this is the command. So sudo airplay-ng and then dos5. 5 is the number of frames that I'm going to send to deauthenticate the clients, and then the option A, which is simply the PSS ID. We have already seen it in the previous step, and then the name of the wireless interface. So I'm going to run this command, and then a few clients on my network are going to disconnect from the network, and then when they try to connect again, because like a lot of smartphones have the option of like auto reconnect to the network, then they will reconnect to the network and we will be able to capture the handshake. So let's run this command. As you can see here, I'm sending 5 deauthenticate frames, and now just let's wait a little bit until client tries to reconnect to the network. And for this purpose, I'm going back to the old terminal to wait here if the handshake is going to be captured. So as you can see here, I was able to capture the handshake because I connected to the network with my smartphone, because it was disconnected, and tried to connect again to the network, and as you can see here, this is the handshake. Now we can stop this command. Let's clear the output. As you can see here, if I type like ls, so as you can see here, there are different files, but I'm only interested with the most recent one, with number 3, because the previous one are like old tests that I've done before. So this is the one, and the most important one is with the CAP extension. So the last step and the most exciting one is simply to crack the handshake and try to find the password of the access point. So to do that, you can use aircrack-ng. So this is the final command line. So it's sudo aircrack-ng and then W. This is the word list file. If you're on Linux or Cal Linux, this will be actually pre-installed on your system. It will be in user shared word lists. And if you are using another system, like in my case, you can download the word list and then extract the zip file so you can use it. You can use these commands to download and then extract the zip file. There are lots of websites that are hosting roku.txt word list, but for me I'm using this website. And if you think like there is a better word list in your case, you can also download it, but roku.txt is really recommended since it's like very popular. So now and then the B, which is actually the BSSID, I've already seen it in the previous steps, and then the file of the handshake. I've also told you during the previous steps, like we're going to output file with a specific name. So this is the file. In my case it's 03 because I have tested a few times. So this is the final version. And yeah, let's run the command line and see how long it will take to crack the password. And as you can see here, key found, which is my password. So the password of the access point is my password. In your case, it might take like more time. It might take even it might be even faster than me. It depends on the password. And as you can see here, it was like really easy to find the password. You might think that's not very effective to try to crack the password using a word list, but trying to crack the password using a word list is actually currently the only possible way to find the password for a wireless network. And the Rocky word list contains millions of passwords that are being used by people all around the world, and don't underestimate its capabilities to find the password that you're looking for. Additionally, you can use any different word list from the internet, or even you can create your own word list for a specific network. Like you might contain you might put names, birth dates, or different stuff in it, but please only apply it on network that you own, or at least you have permission to try to crack or to try to pen test. So that was it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you're also very excited about the idea, because as you have seen, it's really easy to crack a password. It's really easy to find the password for a network, for a WPA2 network. I'm also going in the future to make another videos on ways that so you can crack passwords even faster using GPU, using different techniques. But this is one of the most popular ones, so I wanted to start on this channel with this method, and then I can like kind of try to explain even further and more advanced ways. So I hope you liked the video, guys. Please consider subscribing. If you have any question or an idea for a different video, please leave a comment down below and I'll be definitely happy to help you.